There's a comparable story I was told about the death of I think it was a Roman Catholic priest, but it could be any Christian official, really, who gets to St. Peter's Gate and is told, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Here's your place we've been preparing for you in paradise. And he says to St. Peter, but I see that there's terrible suffering and deprivation and misery among the souls in hell. Surely my place is with them, ministering to them. And he's told, you really don't get it, do you?
How could heaven be that great if the whole time you're there you would know that there are people, perhaps people who were close to you, suffering eternal torment in hell? Sometimes apologists will argue that once you get to heaven, you are essentially spiritually lobotomized in such a way that makes you incapable of suffering over the knowledge of the fate of people in hell. As theoretical bullshit has said, if this is the case, then the you that is in such a heaven is not the real you.
Is it possible that there's an afterlife? And both from a scientific point of view and from a religious point of view, our affirmation is that it is possible. It's not certain. We don't know what the afterlife is, but it is possible.
If you don't know what the afterlife is, then how can you even evaluate its possibility? I don't believe in the afterlife, nor do I believe that the afterlife is possible, because I don't understand what it would even mean for the process of experience to continue after the processor, that is, the brain, is destroyed. Until we can establish what that even means, I don't know how we can even speculate about the possibility of an afterlife.
Barbara Haggerty did a book on this called Fingerprints of God, where she interviewed a lot of the people who did these studies that were published in peer-reviewed journals, and a lot of the people she interviewed said that they cannot help but think, after investigating these in a scientific way, that they point to something beyond this life.
I would say almost that was wrong by definition, because it's a near-death experience. It means you didn't die.
Near-death experiences can't demonstrate anything about an afterlife. In order for there to even be anecdotal evidence of an afterlife, someone would have to have a post-death experience, not a near-death experience. We can start talking seriously about evidence of an afterlife when apologists cite a case in which a person has been revived from a documented state of total brain necrosis. If such a person can accurately recall events that occurred while his brain was rotting in a morgue somewhere, you'll have my attention. Until then, fuck off with this near-death experience bullshit.